I'm going to be showing you how to make 3 levels of chocolate chip cookies. Cookies are one of my favorite things to make, probably because they're also one of my favorite things to eat. Chocolate chip cookies are always delicious, but once you get that perfect cookie, I really don't think you can beat it. So today I'm going to show you my recipes for easy, intermediate, and expert level cookies, because I believe no matter what your skill level or experience, everyone can make a good cookie. So this is for those times where you don't want to make a whole batch of cookies, maybe you're short on time, or maybe you just want 1 or 2 soft, warm, comforting chocolate chip cookies. So this recipe is super quick and easy, and we're going to be making it in the microwave. First, grab a bowl and add in your melted butter. I'm using salted butter today. Then add in your granulated sugar and light brown sugar and mix these all together. Now you're going to add in your egg yolk and your vanilla. That was a lot. And you're going to mix these in. Then add in your plain flour and fold this in, then fold in your chocolate chips. Now we're going to line a small plate with a piece of baking paper, so just place that over the top. And then grab a cookie scoop and you're going to scoop up a ball of cookie dough. Just transfer that onto your baking paper, and then you can add some more chocolate chips at the top. If you're adding more chocolate chips, make sure you put them near the middle because the cookie's gonna spread a fair bit and the chocolate chips will move out to the edges. Now pop this in the microwave on a medium heat, so about 500 watts for 40 to 50 seconds, or until it's no longer wet on top. Easy as that. So I'm just gonna let that cool slightly as it's very hot at the moment. Okay, let's try it. All the chocolate chips are so melted still. It's a soft, sweet, cakey cookie. It's very chocolatey as well. For a really quick and easy microwave cookie, it's a really good option. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, onto the level 2 cookie. This is one of my favorite chocolate chip cookie recipes ever. It's simple, it's easy to make, it's pretty basic, but it's just everything I think a chocolate chip cookie should be. You're gonna start with some melted unsalted butter because we're gonna be adding the salt in later. Then you're gonna add in granulated sugar and light brown sugar. The mixture of these 2 sugars gives a real nice balance of texture and flavor. Mix these together until it looks like a wet sand. Next, you're gonna add in 1 egg and vanilla extract because all good cookies should have some vanilla in. And now you're just gonna mix these together until they're fully combined. Now you're gonna add in your plain flour, bicarbonate of soda, and salt. Now I really like a salty cookie, so I'm gonna add in a full teaspoon of this, but if you don't like salty cookies as much, then just add in half. Now we're gonna fold these in, so I'm gonna be doing that with a rubber spatula. So we're gonna remove our whisk. I'm not sure why I left this in here. Next, you're gonna fold in your chocolate chips. So I'm using dark / semi-sweet chocolate chips today because it's my personal favorite. I really like the flavor of them. But if you want to use milk chocolate or white chocolate or even add in fudge chunks or something like that, then it's totally up to you. Now we're gonna cover the bowl with cling film and we're gonna pop it in the fridge for at least an hour. You can go overnight if you prefer. It's gonna stop the cookies from spreading as much, and it's also gonna bring the flavors together too. Now 1 hour has passed, it's time to bake them. So scoop up about 2 tablespoons of the dough. I'm gonna be using a medium cookie scoop to do that. And you're gonna place them on your cookie sheet at least 4 inches apart. You just wanna make sure that when they spread, you don't end up with 1 giant cookie, unless that's what you're going for. But I usually bake mine in a batch of about 6 to 7 cookies. I've managed to fit 8 on this one. I'm pushing the boat out. So now I'm just gonna press some more chocolate chips into the top. This is totally optional, but I like my cookies to be super chocolatey, and I also think it makes them look a bit better as well. Now we're gonna bake these in the oven at 180 degrees C, 160 degrees C if you have a fan oven, for about 8 to 10 minutes. When they come out, they should still look puffy and underdone in the middle, and the edges should look crisp. If you overbake them, they're gonna turn hard and crunchy when they cool, so make sure you don't overbake, and I'll see you guys in a bit. So this is what they should look like when they come out, and I'm gonna give you a little hack to get perfectly round cookies. These are already pretty round, but grab a cookie cutter, a large one that's gonna fit over your cookies, or a nice big glass, and you're literally gonna place it over the top, make a little circle, and that is literally just gonna push them into place, and it's gonna give you perfectly round cookies. So you can see here the crisp edges and that puffy underdone middle. That's what gives us those crisp edges and that soft chewy middle. Perfect. So now I'm gonna let them cool on the tray here for about 20 minutes and then we can move them and we can do a taste test. Don't try and move them too early because they need to set a little bit, otherwise they will just break and fall apart. Now they've cooled, it's time to do the taste test. I'm gonna go for this one. Oh my gosh, it's just so good. The edges are just so crispy and crunchy. And then the middle, this is literally my perfect cookie. But will the next one be better? Cookie number 3, the expert level cookies. These cookies take longer to make than the other two do, and we're actually gonna chill the dough overnight, but I promise the end result is gonna be worth it. First, you're gonna start by browning your butter. This is actually really easy. All you're gonna do is add your butter to a saucepan, let it melt, and then keep stirring it until the butter turns brown. You'll find these little dark specks at the bottom. That's totally normal. You haven't burnt it. Just don't go too far beyond that point. The brown butter is gonna give the cookies a nuttier taste, and it's gonna give them a deeper flavor as well. So now I'm gonna pour our brown butter into a bowl to let it cool. This is gonna stop it from burning, and it will also make your cookies less greasy as well. I'm gonna be adding 3 types of sugar to these cookies: granulated sugar, light brown sugar, and dark brown sugar as well. Dark brown sugar contains more molasses, which is gonna give it a deeper and richer and more toffee-like flavor. It's just gonna make them extra delicious. I'm also gonna be adding a small amount of espresso powder to help bring out the flavors more as well. Espresso powder really complements the chocolate in bakes. You won't taste it. We're gonna be adding such a small amounts. If you don't like coffee, don't worry. And now I'm just gonna mix these together until it looks like a wet sand. Now you're gonna add in your egg and your vanilla extract. Because these are the expert cookies, I'm gonna be using the fancy vanilla for these ones. And then just whisk these together until they're fully combined. Next, we're gonna add in the plain flour, bicarbonate of soda, and salt. And just fold these in until there's just a few streaks of flour left. Now you're gonna add in your chocolate. So I'm using 2 types of chocolate here. I'm using semi-sweet chocolate chips and dark chocolate as well. I've chopped up the dark chocolate. This is gonna give us like little specks of chocolate through it, and then the larger chunks are gonna give us puddles of chocolate too. And then just fold these through. So now we're gonna chill our cookie dough overnight, and it's always best to scoop it into balls rather than try and scoop into very hard cookie dough the next day. So scoop up about 2 tablespoons of the dough and just place them on your tray. Now I'm gonna press some extra chocolate chunks into the top of these. Now I'm just gonna cover these with cling film, and I'm gonna pop them in the fridge overnight. So let's fast forward about 15 hours. Now we're gonna transfer our cookie dough balls onto our large cookie sheet. Remember, like before, don't put them too close together because they will spread and we don't just wanna end up with one big cookie. So now bake these in the oven at 180 degrees C or 160 degrees C if you have a fan oven. Same as before, 8 to 10 minutes until the middles are puffy and underdone and the edges are crisp. These look so good, and they're pretty much perfectly round already as well. So I'm actually gonna add a sprinkle of flaky sea salt to these. This is totally optional. Again, if you don't like salty cookies, you don't have to do this, but I just think it makes them taste amazing, and I think it makes them look good as well. Perfect, so I'm gonna let them cool now, and then we will do the final taste test. Oh my God, they look so good. I'm going straight for, I was gonna say the middle, a middle and an edge. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I can taste the brown butter. I can taste the extra nuttiness. The flavors in this are definitely more complex than the other ones. It was definitely worth the wait. This is a really good cookie. The edges are so crispy as well. So guys, there you have it. An easy, intermediate, and expert level cookie. Let me know in the comments below which cookie you think would be your favorite, or which is your favorite if you make them. If you have any questions about anything, drop them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.